What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Tide Pot News here, and welcome to Urban Rival. Now, this is a game I've been playing since 2010, so it's very near and dear to my heart, but it's a trading card game based almost in the same vein as poker, with a lot of betting and anticipating the opponent's moves. Now, as you can see in the top left corner, I am Tide Pot News. That's my guild beneath Urban Madness, one of the biggest on Urban Rivals, actually. And I'm a guru, which means I own, currently I own 49% of the regular cards in the game. And I'm level 76, which is decently high, but I've met people over level 200, and I've spent a lot of time on this game, so they've dedicated a lot of hours into it. Here you see the news as well as the friends feed, but up here is the basic currency for the game that you can use to buy other cards, and you used to be able to do auctions of your own cards if you wanted to, but I think they removed that feature. You also have credits, which are the more pay-to-get currency, and the rarer currency that you can get packs with new cards in it. Over here, you have the different kinds of battles. Okay, first of all, right here is just a fighting center where you can go through the different modes and such. You also have here, which is just your collection, and right now I can look through the different clans and such that I have, and I have a lot of a couple of them. I mean, I have almost all of the cards for this clan. I do have all the cards for that clan, but I take great pleasure in just collecting and just knowing I have them. Even the relatively useless cards, I like to know I have. My personal favorites are the nightmares, which are based primarily around horror. The idea of demons, angels, ghosts, witch doctors. I mean, everything you can think of in that category. Over here, you can look at your missions. When you complete missions, you get mission points, which helps you, boosts your rank in the community, which helps you look better through the whole world if you care about that. You don't have to go for it, but if you want to, you can. And you can earn other things as well, like the extremely rare credits and the tokens up here, which can be used to collect collector's cards, which I'll also talk about later. Over here, you can see the market. You can just go through possible cards that you might be interested in or that you're selling or whatever. Over here is the shop that I was talking about before. The credits that you have can be spent on buying packs. Just different packages of cards that you may or may not have. You could get duplicates, you could get something brand new, which is always exciting. There are 3 different basic rarities of cards. First, you have the commons, which are highlighted by this bronze bar above, which are cards, if you open the shop's packs that I was talking about, is the basic way to get cards. Now, the bronze ones are easy to find in the packs. They're the common ones. You have the uncommons, which are silver, and you have the rares, which are gold borders. Now, there are also other kinds of cards that are much harder to get. You have the LD, the legendary cards, which you have to complete missions for, and usually they have a span of about a week in which you can complete them, which makes it ever more difficult and ever more rewarding, because that's the only way you can get them. You cannot get them anywhere else. There are also... where is it? Oh, you also have CRs, collector cards, which are cards that were originally common, uncommon, or rare, and have since been retired. You can no longer find them in the shop's packs, but you can buy them in crates if you have enough tokens. And these you get primarily from winning tournaments and yada. I'll explain it in a minute. But there's also just been introduced a new kind of card, which is the mythic card. Now, these cards are unique in the fact that they have been rare, common, uncommon, and rare cards. Then they went collector, and now they've been moved on to the mythic category, which actually, while you're playing, boosts the amount of XP you'll gain, as well as the amount of coins that you'll earn, or clints, for the game itself. Now, I'll introduce you to the different types of battles you can have. First of all, there is a daily box every 24 hours. If you win 10 rounds, which is nothing, it'll take you no time at all, you do get a box with a new card and a couple clints and a little bit of XP for yourself. But there are different modes of fighting. First of all, you have the free fight, the Urban Madness, which is my guild. If you have other people in your guild who just want to duke it out and see what they can do, test out new decks or something, you can go in and just battle together, test test yourselves. I mean, you can have somebody with a ridiculous deck against somebody with a tiny deck and see if that actually works out well. There's also the Fight Club, which is the no holds barred, whatever you want. I should explain decks first before I go into this. You have to have a minimum of 8 cards in your deck, and each card, I'll explain what they do, but let's just start there. Other modes, you can go through the tutorial, which will give you prizes once you complete it completely. Yeah, you know. There's the tournament, which happens every other hour. There's a tournament. If you get placed in the top third, you get rewards. You get rewards just for participating. If you get placed in the top 10, it's even better. And you can get a ton of great stuff just for doing it. And it's fun because you have Tourney Type 2, which is basically the same as the Fight Club, no holds barred, and you have Tourney Type 1, which is more limited and skill-based for can you craft a deck that actually works with all this. Survivor is see how many you can win in a row. Training is just for leveling up any cards that you have that aren't at their max level yet. And the ELO Fight Club is basically... I called it the wrong thing. It used to be the ELO Fight Club. Now it's the ELO Fighting Championship. And this is basically the world rankings thing for Urban Rivals. This is what you do if you want to boost your world ranking and look good for the community. I've been playing a little more of it lately. Oh, and there's one last one. I cannot believe I forgot it. Arcade, which they introduced just about a year ago, I believe. And it's testing your skills against the AI, which is sometimes great and sometimes terrible. But the thing about Arcade is you have to win 10 in a row. There is no other option. If you do not complete that, you get bumped all the way back to the beginning, and it is brutal. But now we're going to see if we can get into just a regular fight. All right, and one of the things I didn't mention was all those icons that you see are actually based on the clans themselves. If you own more than 60% of a clan, then you get one of the symbols for it. And you can use that as your icon when you're playing. Okay, so what we have here is a basic deck that I have created of my own accord. We're fighting against level 31. And as you can see from the screen, we both have 12 pills and 12 health. Now, each card has a unique set of skills. To begin with, you have first the power. That is the blue one. Currently, Oshitsune has 4 power and 7 damage. Power is what determines how well you battle at the beginning. And the damage is what determines how much damage you do to the opponent's life if you win. Now, beyond that, you also have stars, which is your character's level. If 2 characters tie, the character with the lower stars wins. And you also have 2 other things. You have an ability, which is present all the time. Not all characters have abilities, but those who do, it usually helps them along the way. There are some that hurt themselves, like Profferman over here, who's based off Slenderman. Has backlash, which ends up hurting me if I win the round with it. But if I do more damage to them, it's worth it. So we're going to just start out here. Oh, and then of course there's the bonus. If you have more than 2 characters in a hand that are from the same clan, you get the clan's bonus. So for them it's Stop Op bonus, which stops the opponent's bonus, preventing them from using it. And my opponent has the protection ability, which makes sure I can't stop their ability. Which doesn't hurt me, doesn't hurt them right now. It's basically useless for us. But they are using Vansar. The leader clan, which Vansar is a part of, has abilities that affect the whole team. So his whole team is getting 90% more XP. And I'm running out of time. I'm going to use 3 pills, which multiplies Oshitsune times 3 plus 1 times 4. It's going to be 4 times 4, but Vansar's power is lowered by quite a bit right now. So we're going to see what happens. See, he didn't use any, and now he is getting punished for it. And now I still have 9 pills, and my opponent has 12, but I have 12 health. So we're going to see if I can just end it right here. I'm going to save 2 pills just in case they try to pull off something sneaky. But we're going to see if I can KO them right here and now. And there I go, unable to do it in 2 hits. Now they may have also been more focused on leveling up their character that they had, but I did manage to do it, and I feel pretty good about that. So we're going to try one more round. Oh, it's the exact same guy. I am so sorry. Anyway, and here... Oops, they get to go first. Oh, yeah. Whoever has the lower stars in the match gets to go second. Now, since I have the lower stars, I get to go second. Their person that they're using has stop up bonus right now, which will stop my bonus before I stop their bonus. However, they don't have a bonus. So the first character I'm going to use for this round is Azel, and she has poison 3, minimum 3, which means if I use it correctly on her, they are going to be left with 4 damage and a poison that takes away 3 of their health every single turn, if played correctly. So now I'm going to use Edwin. No, I'm going to use Profferman. Risk it all. And if I do this, I will hurt myself if I win, but I'll have just enough damage to take them out completely so that it doesn't hurt me. Now, that's assuming they don't use enough pills to take me out, which they definitely could, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see. And they just gave it up to me again. That's interesting. Well, it's the same guy, so again, he may be focused more on leveling his guys up. But, looks like I win that one again. So, that is going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is a game that I personally love. It used to have an enormous user base, as you can see down at the bottom. 35 million players, and very few of them actually play right now, which makes me sad in my heart, but I'm hoping it picks back up again, because if I heard correctly, they're hoping to release it on Steam, and that would be just fantastic for everyone. I hope you enjoyed looking at this game as much as I enjoyed playing it. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Catch you on the flip side.